I've noticed that TikTok debaters use the word reductio like a Harry Potter spell, like reductio, reductio, and then they think that they've like destroyed your position because they can come up with some crazy hypothetical that doesn't exist in any universe, that is designed specifically to like artificially paint a position into a corner where I could come up with some stupid reductio, but I refuse to do that because it's retarded, and do the exact same thing to their position. And actually, the claims I have against their positions aren't stupid reductio. All right, I'm done with that. They're not stupid little smug comments based on a crazy hypothetical. They're really like problematic features of, say, the secular worldview, the subjectivist worldview, the materialist, the empiricist, especially. They can't even talk, essentially. And then and morally it's innocent. Morally it is a human being with a soul and the right to life. So.
Okay, so is a rock innocent? It hasn't done anything either.
Reductio. I mean, yeah, but you can't kill a rock. So
the rock is innocent.
What
about a tree? Is a tree innocent?
Yeah, but you again
kill a tree.
Is a tree innocent? I suppose you could kill a tree, but when we talk about the right to life, we talk about human rights. So.
Okay, I'm just asking. You said that it's innocent because it hasn't done anything. By the pro-life conclusion.
Yes. So if, as Abraham Lincoln said, if about slavery, but I'll use it about this: if schmurder isn't wrong, then nothing is. To take the life of a human being, a living human being, is schmurder. Therefore, abortion is wrong.
Saying that abortion is murder.
Can you provide the argument that it is murder, in fact?
Yes, of course. So it's as you conceded in this graphic here, it is a living human being, and you would be terminating that life. So that's murder.
Okay. Yeah. Why do we have to give things to people that they want or need to survive? Are you like a communist?
Reductio. We get that.
So give things to people that they want or need.
He's
you
like a communist?
I don't want to be a communist when Bree is wrong.
So like, why would you want to force people to give things to people that they want or need?
Do we need to force people to give things to people that they want or need?
Yeah,
no.
Give my resources to other people inside or outside the womb.
I would say the case of a baby within a womb is a special case, but yeah, no, I don't think you should. Well, yes, actually, I do think.
To give my resources to other people if I don't want to.
Because you're obligated to give something. We make laws to obligate people to do certain moral things, and one of those things is, for instance, a mother to take care of a child after it's born.
Wait. So I don't.
Where's Alex?
Yeah, so I'm a libertarian. I don't believe I should have to give things to people they want or need.
So if a mother gives birth to a newborn, she shouldn't have to take care of it, or
That's
even.
a burden shift. I've asked you why we have to give things to people they want or need.
Because we make laws in this society. I mean, I can argue against libertarianism.
Okay, so we have to give shit to people because we're supposed to love them. I don't love strangers. That's fucked.
That's fair. If you support abortion because you don't love other people, then I understand. I'm just.
You love me. We've never met before. That's kind of creepy, bro.
Well, I do love you, but it's different.
I have a husband. Like, relax.
I don't love you romantically. I don't know you at all.
Yeah, like, you can't, like, what do you love about me then? Okay, what if these aliens came down and they crashed into Earth in their spaceship?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, please don't kill me. Would you kill them? Because they're not humans. They're like Martians.
I probably not, basically, but I don't know.
You liked humans.
I do love humans. Does that mean I can't love aliens as well?
Why wouldn't you kill the Martian people who are like, please don't kill me?
Well, I love my cat. I don't kill my cat.
Okay. Are you like a vegan or something then?
No, I'm not a vegan.
Then why wouldn't you kill these if you kill cows?
Why wouldn't I kill my own cat if I kill cows?
No, why wouldn't you kill these Martians? You don't have a bond with them. You don't know who they are. Why wouldn't you kill and eat them?
I don't know. Is this your argument? Is this why abortion is right?
No, I haven't presented a positive claim. I've just asked you about yours. So
okay.
Why would you not kill and eat the Martians? You don't know them.
I'm not saying if I would or wouldn't. I don't know what I would do if Martians came down.
You might kill the Martians when they're like, please don't kill me.
How is this I mean, no, I don't know.
It's called a reductio absurdum.
Reductio.
It's testing the principle that you only love humans.
I didn't say I only love humans.
Okay, so why do you eat other animals then?
I just told you.
Why wouldn't you eat the Martians then?
I just told you that I don't only love humans, and then you said, "Why do you eat other animals?" I didn't say I love every single. I love every single thing that is not a human.
How do you determine which animals you do and don't eat?
Based on biblical law.
There's no Martians mentioned in the Bible. Now,
Yeah,
is there?
that's why it's a strange hypothetical that I have to think about that you're trying to get a gotcha on, but it has nothing to do with the
It
fact
does
of
have a
abortion.
gotcha. You have to give other people the necessities to stay alive.
Well, it depends on the situation, but usually, like in most cases, no. But in the case of your own child, yes, you actually do.
Okay, IVF mix up. It's not my kid.
Yeah.
What's up?
IVF, there's like, I got IVF and they implanted the wrong embryo and it's not my kid. So can I get an abortion? That negates the parental obligation principle.
Well, no, I just don't think you're allowed to terminate any life. So, I mean, yeah, it's irrelevant whether it's your kid or not.
Wait, you don't believe that you can't terminate any life. That's false. Of course you don't think that.
Not any. I'm sorry, any innocent life. Any innocent life is what I meant.
Yeah, are you a vegan?
We went through it. Any innocent human life.
He said he might eat the Martians, even though they're like, help me! I did bring the alien Reductio.
Reductio.
And I was like, like they look like us. Maybe they're just like green or purple or something. And then they're like, please don't eat us. And he said he'd have to ask his church fathers if he can eat them.
Yeah, and it would. And if they said no,
Do you think that you'd have to ask your church fathers if I could eat Superman?
yeah.
If I'm being tortured by the T-Ban, and they're like, I have an option. I can either take a pill that'll kill me, or they'll continue to like ruthlessly torture me. Is it okay for me to take that pill?
I would say no. You should bear your cross until the bitter end and pray to Christ. So no, I wouldn't take the pill.
It's wrong for me to take the pill to stop myself from being ruthlessly fucking tortured by the T-Ban. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean none of the martyrs who are crowned in heaven did that. So yeah, I don't know.
I have a question.
yeah.
Do you think that, take it that we have a human being,
Mm-hmm.
right? We have a human organism, and we have knowledge that that human organism is never going to have any sort of experience,
Yeah.
right? That human organism will never achieve being sentient.
Yeah.
Do you think that it would be wrong to kill that human organism?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I think that even most pro-lifers would disagree with you there. But
If they're Christian, they shouldn't, but they could. They could
I think that
hypothetically.
plenty of Christian-
I
I think that plenty of Christian pro-lifers would disagree with you.
On what basis do you think they would disagree with me about that?
Because the thing that makes abortion wrong, well, under most views, one of the things that makes abortion wrong is that you're depriving the fetus of a future of valuable goods.
No,
And
that's not the Christian view.
okay, you just think that it's wrong in virtue of you killing a human.
Yes.
Okay,
An
do you
innocent
think
human.
that-
An innocent human. It's not like war or like it's done murder or like, it's not capital
Yeah,
punishment.
but do you think that in all cases it's wrong to kill innocent humans?
I mean, well, unless you're going to go to war, I mean, that's a really interesting kind of different topic. But yeah, I'd say normatively it's wrong to kill innocent humans, yeah.
Okay, so just take a case like this where, I'm like standing in a building,
Uh-huh.
right? And it's just me in the building.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody from like, you could say, the T-Ban, like the Taliban. And the member of the Taliban has hooked up a BOMB vest
Okay.
to a child.
Okay.
And they're holding on to the trigger, and they've told me that if I don't unalive the child, they will hit the button on the BOMB vest,
Yeah.
and it'll cause my demise, the child's demise, and their demise. And we'll just stipulate that I can't unalive the person from the T-Ban. They're behind like bulletproof glass or something.
Okay.
In that case, do you think that it would be wrong for me to unalive the innocent child?
That's one of those kind of like utilitarian questions that are almost impossible. It's kind of an impossible hypothetical.
Utilitarian question.
Well, it's would you it's the trolley problem, really, essentially, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's not a trolley problem. It's talking about whether or not the cost to me dying outweighs the considerations outweighs the principle that you set forth.
Oh,
Like, it could be-
I don't
it
think
could
you
be
should
like
kill the
lots of
child to
things.
save yourself.
About,
No.
like, I'm winning this debate, and it's still true that we're bottoming out in theism, right? It doesn't.
Well, I don't
that
know if
doesn't
you're.
matter.
Why do you say that you're winning this debate, per se?
Because you didn't have any strong objections to my worldview. You haven't led me down any ridiculous hypotheticals. You haven't given a reductio to my view.
Reductio.
And your view is unsubstantiated.
Okay, well, we'll just let the chat decide. I was just curious why you thought you did.
Did risk get posed to PMP? The
No, I don't really do that. I mean, I don't really ask that reductio. I just don't think that it does much, but...
Well, there's this thing. It's called the partial molar pregnancy. Basically, it's when two sperm go into an egg, and it creates like basically a mass of flesh and fat. It's human and it's alive, and it's got human DNA.
Gotcha.
So, but it'll never be viable, right? It'll never be like a human being. It'll just be this mass of flesh and fat.
Yeah.
If the woman could just like keep it alive in a test tube for the rest of her life by drip feeding it nutrients, would you say she's obligated to?
Can she do that? Is that a possibility?
Well, I don't know. It's just more so like a question.
A thought
to see
experiment?
whether it's a question to see whether it's true that you think that anything that's human and alive and innocent, somebody should be obligated to it in such a way where they're providing it,
Yeah, I mean, I would generally, we live in a fallen world, and so I would generally lean towards if nature or the devil or whatever decided that this child would never be viable, never grow into a human being. I don't think you should do some strange, Frankenstein experiment to keep it alive in a test tube. I mean, that's not really a human, if it's not going to grow into a person. But normatively is what I'm talking about. Most fetuses grow into a person. But I don't see what that does in the real world. What does that do in the real world?
Your position invalid, right? I'm not saying that it makes your position invalid.
That's just a subjective opinion about something I said to your hypothetical.
Sure, but do you think that do you think if you polled like 1,000 people on whether they think they should be obligated there? I mean, I'm not saying.
So appeal to the masses then.
Do you think most people would say that no, they're not obligated to that, or do you think they'd say yeah?
Most people would say no, they're not obligated, and that proves nothing because it's appeal to the masses.
No, I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
It seems like it just aligns with most people's intuitions to say that they're not obligated to that thing.
Gotcha, and I'm saying that that's a fallacy, so I'll just leave it at that. So.
If you were under the compulsion that God was commanding you to rape a bunch of innocent young boys or girls, would you do it?
God would never command me to do that. That's not within.
But if you under this hypothetical condition that you
mean a different religion?
No. If you believed that whoever you think is God gave you that command, would you follow through?
January, you might have to give an example that is aligned with something that has happened in the Bible or something that is in.
No, I mean I can answer the example, but the hypothetical is not real. If I was commanded by something I believe to be God to do something horrific like grape or anything you're describing, I would presume that was the devil, and I wouldn't do it, even if I believed it genuinely, because that's what the church tells me to do. That's called pray less.
What is the difference between what he did to David's wife?
Because that was.
What is the difference between that?
Because that was the old covenant. That was before Jesus Christ came and clarified the summation of the law: to love your Lord with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself.
I anticipated you would say that, which is why
What's wrong with that?
My conditional entails that you believe that it's God. So as part of the hypothetical, you believe that it's God.
But that's an impossible situation.
No, it is because it's hypothetical.
Well, because God, but I mean, it's a contradictory situation because God could not command me to do something that He's commanded me not to do explicitly. Do you see? That would contradict His nature.
Everything that God, you are under the compulsion that it is indeed Him. I'm not saying it's Him or not. I'm saying you believe it's Him. Okay, right? That's the hypothetical. This has nothing to do with whether or not God is actually ordering you. It's whether or not you believe that. And it's sufficient to prove the point. If you were compelled to believe that God was issuing you a command, you would do it regardless of what He asked.
Sure, but you understand that this is a dishonest hypothetical, right? It doesn't accurately portray what God could or would ever do.
I rest my case.
Okay, but see how dishonest that is just for the chat? Anyone that actually has like a sense of fairness in this? Dude, you can't present a hypothetical which there is no right answer for because it does not exist in my paradigm. God could and would never, ever issue that command to me. It's not possible. So then you present me something that's not possible in my paradigm, that's actually only possible in your paradigm, where God could be an evil God, and then ask me to answer the question, and so I answer from within your paradigm, and you're like, gotcha.
But we previous,